Hey Professor, this is Danny Goodrum with my sprint update for the week. Here I'm gonna show you real quick a little demo. You can see my collision stuff with terrain is working. Um, the reason I'm showing you this is because I'm doing a key logging thing. I'm gonna show you that working in a second. So I got that system all integrated and everything. Um, so that was on live key, so that was recording all key input. And then, so here we'll be playing back with the input from the last round. I'm still having a few issues with it just because I'm doing it from the key state managers. It's not getting any. It's not fluid like it would be if I was just looking for the key update and doing it an update. So I need to figure out a way to get all that working. But yeah, I got all that working. It had a couple of issues just making sure it was reading the full file and everything. But yeah, everything is good. I have it. So here on the input, on destruction, every time a key is pressed, it gets the boolean for that key state. If the key is pressed, it goes in and creates one of these structs I got, and then it just pushes it into a list, and then it returns that. And then on destruction, it goes and it writes the entire thing to a file. And then on start up with the playback, it goes, figures out how big the file is, then it reads the entire file, creating its own list. And then on the update, it goes and it just looks at all the if it's on the current frame, and then it adds it to a different list, so that on the get key state, it only has to scan through a couple, up to 5, so it's super quick. I was trying to do it where it just read from the list itself, but then it was a bunch of breaks and I was having issues with it, so this seemed to be a little bit better. Alright, so now that that's good, I will go into my code for the terrain integration. So here was the scene. All I did was make a frigate. I have my god cam, and then I just set the terrain and I set the collision. So on the scene level, I have the current a terrain level manager, and then the model for the terrain. And then I have what's to set the terrain, it puts it in the manager, and then yeah, it's pretty standard. I have the collision test here, so it gets the terrain from the scene manager. It gets the terrain model, and then it just does the terrain intersect with whatever the collidable is that's input. Everything works. I didn't really have any issues with it. The only thing I had told you was the creating the model or the graphics object. So I just do that here somewhere in the train, somewhere in the terrain manager here. This guy, nope, where's my terrain model? But yeah, so I didn't really have any issues with it. Yeah, just have it created at the end of here. So yeah, that's all I got right now. Since I got all this stuff done, next week I'm gonna plan on I still need to get the barocentric stuff completed, and I need to update my documents and get the game. But since most everything else is working pretty good, that's what I got to pump out the next couple of weeks. So other than that, thank you very much.